There's a new king of the battlefield, folks. Goes by the name of PKP. You heard of it? Oh, you're going to be introduced, probably intimately, sometime this weekend. And honestly, we should just say a little short prayer for those poor souls coming in for Christmas. Those Christmas noobs are going to get it. Anyways, the PKP is dominating the battlefield yet. If you haven't jumped on the wagon, you need to. We're going to talk about why it is such an absolutely tremendous force inside the game right now on a casual level, of course. Competitive, it remains to be seen. But either way, if you guys enjoy this type of content, leave a thumbs up as it really helps the video grow. Our channel is growing, and that is due to you guys supporting these videos. So thank you, and welcome to all the new subscribers. You guys are killing it. Thank you. So, the PKP. I'm here for, first off, I am here for an LMG dominating the meta, right? Being at the forefront. Generally, we have guns that we like. You know, 249s, you know, PKPs and other titles. They feel good and they're cool and they're so wickedly neat for the flanks, right? So as you see it more and more in this game, and I consider them to be more valuable in this game because of the flanking potential of this game. And you've seen it before. You've been in situations where you come behind like 10 dudes and a container and manifest, and your eyes just widen and you're like, oh my god, if I had just some C5 right now or something. And generally you never have what you need. You know what it's like. But in this case, the PKP never has to worry about just 30 rounds and having to run away and just settling for 3. You can mop up all 10 of them. And I think that's what really is going to bring this gun to the front. It's forgiving, right? 200 rounds. That's 200 pew-pews. You could afford to miss 100, 150 here and there, like some people do. Not me, though. And that's what makes it so good, right? Like, you don't have to worry about reloads. You don't have to worry about, you know, going to cover and trying to get back into it or pull out your pistol. 200 rounds should allow you to comfortably do whatever the hell you want in this game. That's an extreme level of comfort, and that's why I think a lot of people are going to use this, because of the enhanced player count, because of the cluster areas and the choke points in this game. Something like the PKP is going to be an absolute friend, an asset to those that are growing and getting used to the game. And because it is, like I said, more forgiving, you can afford to miss shots and it's not going to punish you too hard. But also for those that like to farm and kill and are absolute slayers, you're going to be able to flank and do some nutty things with this because you're not restricted to having to pause and then get back into the fight. So no matter what type of player you are, this thing is going to really, really shine for you. Now, this is what I use on mine. I am a fan of the muzzle brake. This thing does have an absurd amount of recoil. With practice, you can honestly tame this thing to the level of what kind of control an AR can offer and provide you. But I am also, and the one thing that's different, because a lot of this is preference, but a muzzle is something I would absolutely recommend people. I really like the standard rounds. Now, this thing comes naturally default with the high-powered extended, which are honestly great. Like I said, I think the first 3 games I had with this gun, I used the high-powered, and I think I dropped 100 kills each game. And again, I'm rusty. I'm not what I used to be. And if I can still do that, it goes to show that even without any attachments on this gun, you can work with it and absolutely destroy. And then when you get those unlocks, it's just going to become ever so better for you. And it's going to become more tame, and you are going to be able to do more confident things with it. So the muzzle brake is one of the ones you get after a couple hundred kills. The sights, some of the better sights like the Fusion HOLO, those come after a few hundred kills. And of course, naturally, the standard, I think, is an early on unlock, and that's something I would recommend you guys to experiment with. See which one of those you like more. And I'm honestly a big fan of the standard rounds, both of which come in with the 200, so that's honestly going to be a preference for a lot of people. 3.1 offered a big change to the LMGs. Now, they were already very good. They just were wild, right? They were hard to maintain, and that is a big turnoff for a lot of people. And with the changes in 3.1, they became a little bit more manageable. And I believe they really went after the first shot penalty and the overall recoil of these LMGs. And now they're actually fairly good. And you can be confident, even a casual or average player or below average player can probably duel M5s and AKs with confidence now. That is the difference. It's just a big turnoff for a lot of people with LMGs because of their recoil. And they're just harder to use than some of the other ARs in the game. So people just stay away from them. And I think, even though they are still a little bit harder than ARs, it's worth the time and investment to try to learn one of these. You really might find your very new favorite weapon in the PKP. Even the LCMG shreds now. And honestly, the headshots, the capability, and the recoil sometimes benefits you. A lot of people look at recoil as an absolutely terrible thing, but as you're learning to control and maintain a gun like this, you're going to notice that that vertical kick sometimes assists you by, you know, aiming center mass and ends up just kicking straight up into a headshot and really helps you. So the whole journey is absolutely one I would recommend. So yeah, I consider the PKP probably the best casual weapon in the game. I think it's, in all-out warfare, is going to dominate. More and more people are going to start using it, and I absolutely do love it. And it's not necessarily stronger or more potent than the others. Yeah, it's got a ridiculous rate of fire, and it hits hard, but so do so many other guns in the game. And it's not necessarily got an advantage of strength over them. The luxury is that ammo capacity. Go ahead and enjoy an LMG. Go on. Nobody's going to judge you. Go for it. So guys, thank you so much for sharing part of your day with me. Honestly, you guys rock with all the love and support lately. I can't thank you guys enough. Either way, that's the end of this video. I will see you tomorrow for another one. So thanks again, and enjoy your night.